step out, when we step out and show niggas like it's me and you, and you're gonna feel that way because that's how I carry myself, and I have that much respect for you, so that when we do step out, you know what's up. So you don't even have to. Little shorty over there doing too much. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I can't control her being too much over here, but it shouldn't phase you in that moment. We can talk about it later.
Hi, welcome to Milfshake, where mom life meets realness. I hope you guys enjoy our show today. I have here Amadeus.
Blessings, queens.
Des, Goldi.
Hola, hola.
Myself, Minnie. And my lovely Tiffany.
Hey, y'alls.
How are you guys doing today?
I'm good.
Blah.
It's like that. Oh, I thought you were about to say bless, and you said blah.
Right.
No, we're good. We're going to get into our, what's it called? Mama Says? Mama Says.
Okay. So basically someone, they write us and they just ask us for advice. Okay. So I'm gonna read it, okay, and you're gonna just start us off, okay?
Okay.
My boyfriend cheated on me, but I decided to stay. He has cut off all contact with the other woman and is doing his best to fix it. How do I forgive him and move on? What's your best advice?
Wow. I think it's about getting down to why he cheated for me. Not saying it's okay, but there has to be a reason of why he did it, right? It can be selfishness or him not being mature, but it also could be something where she contributed, towards him cheating as well. So it just depends on what the foundation is of why it happened. But I'm into forgiveness. I feel like we all are human beings. We all fall short in different ways. We all have different vices. So if I'm down with if it happened once, giving him another opportunity, another chance to prove himself, to rebuild his loyalty and trust. And
would you forgive her if it just happened once?
I would.
That was going to be my question.
Ask why?
I would, and I would ask why.
Okay. I'm surprised to hear a man say that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something I've learned, though, because when I heard his answer, I was like, yeah, this is a mature answer. From my work experience, the older couples I get, not calling you old, right? But I'm saying, like, as far as over 35, like into 50s, I realized too, when one cheats, they actually are able to sit down and do the why conversation. And even the person who got cheated on was able to go, damn, I played a part, right? Whereas younger couples, once it's like, oh, you cheated, I'm going to get you back, I'm going to da-da-da. So I realized from just working, like, oh, okay.
But okay. That takes both parties, in my opinion. Like, you can even, ask him the why, and then we get to the why, and he tells you why, and you still feel the way you feel. So I honestly would advise you to sit with yourself and see, like, can you forgive him? If he cut it off, he's trying to make amends, he's working on his part to build up the trust and, make you not fall back in love, but just make things right with you. Are you open for that? Because he can do all this stuff and you can still want to leave him, and that can still not be enough for you. So
that's a good part.
Once you find the answer to that, I feel like you can find your answer to your question.
And that's true. But I think also when she's saying like how, because it seems like she wants to stay and move forward, she just don't know how. And like you said, it takes her not thinking about him, but more so herself. Because now you have to work on your trust, because he can't be with you 24/7. You're not going to be going through the phone, all that. So you have to start. I usually say when you forgiving somebody, you have to reinvent yourself also. Like, instead of build yourself back up after you find out why. Like, still feel like you that bitch.
So now what about if the reason that it happened was because of something you said or something you did or a way you made him feel? And then again, we all have a choice to make in regards to what we do, what we don't do. It ain't okay, right? It's kind of like the sucker way out when you really think about it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, not all men are strong enough to actually be able to stand up and be like, this is what it is. Let me communicate that with you. That what's going on. What I feel. I'd rather just go over here because it's the easiest thing to do. I don't have to confront what the issue is, and I can have some pleasure for that moment. But then at the end of the day, ruin home. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good thing to talk about too. Like.
I'm trying to think if a man came to me just as like, you're not validating me enough, and I think I want to go dive into.
Well, he didn't say that. He said it after. So it's like you guys.
After?
You guys got to the why, and the why was you weren't validating me at home, and this is why I did what I did.
How is her coochie going to help you get validation?
Which is
That's
true.
a good question.
Like that would really be
but
like
it's a feeling.
It's true though.
No matter what somebody does,
not you got to reconstruct your coochie for him to.
But not all
How does that help you get that validation?
Not all cheating is physical either. Right? If you're having a conversation with one another female,
then I'm gonna just be like, so you wanted to run your mouth that much?
See?
Like, these are my first thoughts. I'm gonna be honest though. In my head, I'm probably like, oh, so you just wanted to talk. So you want to run your mouth?
See what I think you
I
should
probably
do
wouldn't
is,
say that. I'll just be like,
okay, what do you think we should do, Tiff? We should do.
You should cheat. You should cheat back.
Oh,
so that way, when you cheat back, you could think about how you would want him to forgive you. Now you guys are both in the same boat, and you can work together to build it back up.
Me?
I can't say I agree with that, but because at the end of the day, does it change anything? Does it make you feel any better? Does it like
for the moment?
But somebody's really listening to her,
right?
And it's really moving like how she said. Somebody's really moving like that. So we give it advice, right?
Oh God. No, really work on yourself. Work on yourself. When you forgiving, you have to work on yourself. Because forgiving is not for the other person. It's always for yourself.
Exactly.
So that would be my answer. Work on yourself. And in the midst of working on yourself and healing, I think you'll be able to realize you can move past it. Or you may heal and realize and come back to him and say, I thought we could, but I can't. So I feel like you're not going to really know until, like Goldi said, you heal and think to yourself.
Right.
Can I ask you a question? I don't know. We went off just because it's a nice vibe.
Right.
I don't really get to have this conversation with queens,
Well,
right?
let's have it.
So I feel like everybody has a vice. Every man has a vice. So my question for you ladies, what are you willing to put up with? Like this, okay, yeah, he cheated on you. You went your different way. You're doing your own thing. You got a new partner, cool. But now maybe his vice is something else. Maybe he don't cheat, but he don't come home. Maybe that the other partner, maybe he's a little angry, he's a little verbal, so it's like nothing and no one out here is perfect. So it's about I wouldn't say what would you settle for, but what would you rather?
Well, cheating definitely not, because I only have one vagina and this is the only health I have, so you could take your ass home. I'm not trying to deal with that. So cheating, no. Honestly, no. Anger, I'm gonna be honest. Anger, I don't think I could deal with that either, because no matter how much angry you could work with a person, anger could lead to somebody killing you. The littlest thing you do could make them angry. You don't even know. It's too much. Who want to be in the house with Tasmanian devils? Nobody. A person who doesn't come home. Now, when you don't come home, do we communicate? Are you working? Because what if you have a person who just works a lot, right? But then we could probably communicate and have days we set up where we go out.
Absolutely.
So out of the three you gave, I would rather a person who knows how to communicate and probably just a busy person. And if I'm a homemaker, then I could get it. And you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
As long as we got the communication and what works for us. But I'm not dealing with somebody who's cheating, somebody who's angry, somebody who doesn't have money or ambition, because I'm not taking care of adult, a liar, because then at that point I don't know what you're gonna do. It's too much. A drug addict, can't deal with that, because you're not about to steal from me.
So you choose somebody who's busy. Who's busy. Okay.
I guess so.
All right.
Because where a drug addict came from?
She going down a whole.
She going
down all
That's a real thing.
People be addicted to
It's
drugs.
a real thing.
Okay,
but it goes back to what he's saying about everybody has their different vices.
Right.
And no gambling.
And oh my God.
Because one day you don't got no house.
Oh my God, and no sex addict.
Because now I gotta be a lesbian at this point.
You about to get you a puppy. You about to get you a puppy, and that's gonna be.
I said a busy man. I could deal with a busy man.
I could deal with it.
See, they say that, and then.
But I said we have to be able to communicate. We have to it has to Because what if I could come to your job? I know you at work. You're like, let's eat lunch. I have 30 minutes. You find ways.
I like that. That's how I.
Yeah. I've been with busy men, so it's ways around that. But all that other stuff.
Balance.
I never dealt with all that stuff, because now I'm just thinking about the person on drugs. I don't know if I want to be with that person.
It's a lot.
But
what if you can save
I
him?
feel like
hell no. And I ain't even gonna
I
go
had
off
drug
of
addicts in my
I
family.
can't
That's a
stand-
lot.
What if you can save that man?
Somebody with a savior complex. You can't save like that. Pisses me off when I hear somebody
Don't
like,
save him.
but I could.
You don't want to.
But for me, they could. But like, shut up. No, you can't save nobody. I can't.
So you're not going with the drug addict. You're going with
The busy.
I think all of us are gonna go with the busy one. At this point, go to work so I could watch my shows. Like you said, we can schedule seeing each other. I can deal with a busy man, but it's definitely about communication, and you have to realize that he's not gonna be there validating you all the time. So just go out and cheat.
That's not true.
No.
With a man who's not busy.
I was like, sorry, I'm still at the office. But
We don't know that.
You could come to the office and come see me.
And he's still busy. Like, why you here?
I'm telling no. First of all, if I'm coming to you like I'm busy, why you here? At that point, you basically saying you don't care about the house. So let him be busy, and you gonna be busy too. The bills is big.
Okay, so I would choose a busy man, but I would choose a busy man because I feel like I'm busy. So like I need you to understand the busy. Like I'm busy working. You know, I have 3 jobs, so I'm just like. I just need you to be busy too, so that you can understand that we're busy. And again, we communicate, we plan we have time for one another. You know, and then like I don't like an unbusy man because what the fuck are you doing? Like you're not making no money. I know what you're not doing. Right. Like I need you to be busy, productive, busy working, busy in your dreams, busy building. You know, like busy doing something. Because if you're just sitting around, I feel like you're complacent, and that's not my energy. We're not going to understand one another as individuals, and that's going to unravel into everything else. So just be busy.
Love that.
You know where the energy shifts though, because what have you got with this man? He was already busy. He's been like this since you met him, but in the beginning, he showed you something different because he was always trying to, okay, let me make sure I text, make sure I'm doing this. He spent more time, but now you get comfortable.
And you're not.
It's like you're not doing that all the time. It's like, well, I'm busy. You know I'm busy.
But see, that's the thing. When we say busy man, we're not trying to have the ones who use the I'm busy. You actually are busy.
Really doing something.
That's why I said you communicate. You go, we can talk at this time. Or hey, I'm still doing this, but wanted to check in on you. Oh, I sent you flowers. Did you get them? Oh, I sent you. Because it's still something in it. Not, I'm just saying I'm busy. No, because people make time. Literally, it's cheesy, but
they make time for. Trust me, I make time. Like, why didn't text me back? I did not want to text you back. Yeah. And I'd be like, I was so busy. I wasn't. I know I was not that busy. I did not want to text. Why?
Because I will say, when I'm at work, like my day job, I'm so like. I feel like I'm busy doing whatever I'm doing, and I don't call sometimes, or I don't text through the day. But like, damn, you okay? No, it don't.
Oh, it don't.
No, it don't work at all.
It don't.
Okay, well, you.
So I have to do a better. I have to do a better job of doing that.
But you can take that mental, and you know that he's worth you doing.
But once you get home, are you attentive?
I'm tired. Now, why you want more attention? All these people have my attention all day. It's like no. But it gets like that.
That's true.
You get home,
I like your transparency and your honesty. Man. It's about balance. It's about finding a balance of understanding what each other do and knowing the energy that you guys give off and what you deal with on a day-to-day basis, and trying to figure out how to make it better.
Right. Yeah. And you know what I'm thinking of too, being that we were talking about like busy, like how can ambition clash with affection?
Wait, I want to ask you before we go into your question, lovely question. What is your vice? What are you going to be? What are you going to put up with as a man from a woman?
That's a good one.
Man, that could be the whole show.
That's loaded.
That could be the whole show. You know what's missing for me? Like love. And I'll explain.
Yeah, I was going to say what?
Like, I look at my grandparents that's been married for over 60-something years, right? Been through hell and back, I'm sure. Stories I've heard.
She said, God bless.
Nah, for real.
No, for real.
For real.
I see that as like...
But it's and the thing that I think about is the fact that there was no internet. There was no social media. There was just them. And they were living their lives, and they weren't looking for the approval of others. They weren't trying to be, well, I can't say, I mean, from what I'm thinking, it wasn't trying to be others.
There was nothing to compare it to.
Live up to others' relationship. Everybody was hustling. Everybody was trying to figure it out, you know? And when we fast forward to today, I don't feel like there's a lot of people that are looking for love or searching for love or wanting to love. It's like you're looking for a partner, And the first thing you want to know is, yo, what are you working with?
What you bring to the table?
Bring to the table. My grandparents, they didn't.
But man,
even my relationship, like even the relationship with my son's mom. Yo, I met her when I was like 18, 19 years old, in the studio, little kid. You know, I'm saying young and running around, super ambitious, hustler. She met me when I didn't have nothing, but ambition and drive and focus and hustle. And we got together, and it's like, and we built something amazing, right? So she saw something in me. Obviously, I saw it in myself, but she saw that. And we were able to connect, and it was built off of solid foundation and solid ground and true, genuine love. So now... Are you
saying the business part or just being together?
Like being together. Okay. I didn't have nothing. She told me how to drive. She helped me open up a bank account.
Well, really quickly, to go back to your grandparents, right? And this is something that I think about a lot with people don't talk about marriages, right? So everything you said was true. There's no internet, right? Nothing to really compare to, besides what you see on the magazine and hear on the radio at that time, because that was the internet social life, right? But I feel like people also don't take into account 60 years ago, women couldn't even have their own bank account. 60 years ago, women couldn't really buy things by themselves. 60 years ago, we just get like Jim Crow. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like a lot of people glorify those grandparents and great-grandparents who together, but a lot of them didn't want to be there. They just had to actually do it and put up with it. Now, I'm not saying that your grandfather did anything, and I'm not saying that is wrong, but I feel like that kind of also forced people to work through things, whereas now it's more options. So you're not forced to have to work.
But I disagree, because with those being put into play, it's like all of a sudden I don't want to be with you no more because I can do my own bank account. Like, I don't want to be with you no more because I'm more independent. Like, that's the thing. You're not looking for love. You're looking for independency. You're looking for somebody. Right?
That grandmother used to, like, let's just be real. A lot of grandfathers had a family down the street and a family here. You telling me if grandma and Mary didn't have their own stuff that they wouldn't have left?
Not everybody, though. You have your genuine couples who are like...
Love. That's why I said the love, they actually worked through it and stayed, which is cool. But I said now, I'm basically agreeing, saying it's more options, and that push people to just leave quicker and not actually try and put in the work and make things work. So that's what I'm saying to that. Like, it's a lot of factors, basically what I'm trying to say, that's not ever talked about. That's actually, it's almost like when people have kids, you always hear they're a blessing, but you don't hear about people be looking at their child angry sometimes because they're not getting sleep. You got your temperament and that baby don't match because they cry all night. You did it. So people don't talk about the reality, and I feel like when it comes to marriage, people also don't talk about the realities of it's work that has to be put in. Okay, so right. So that's the part that I was saying.
I agree with the certain couples having a certain options and access to certain things. But like even with the parent reference, I feel not everybody should be a parent, and some men and women have kids not wanting to be parents, but wanting to have children. Like, you knew you were not a parent before you got a child. You knew you were not a wife before you got married. Like, do you want to be married or do you want to be a wife? Like, it's a question, that's right? So before people get into being married, like way back when, I'm just like, I glorify the dating part. I always say, date multiple people. Before you take that around with it, your definition of date is your business. My definition of date is I can go out with Tom for breakfast. I go out with Jim for lunch. I go out with, Craig for dinner. I'm not busting it wide open for any of these men. But my thing with that is you learn about yourself, because what if the man for breakfast takes me somewhere and I try something and I'm like, wow, I like sushi now. He took me to a Korean restaurant. I like sushi. Character development. We talk about that all morning. I went to lunch with somebody else. We have a conversation. Now, when I go home at night, I'll be sitting back like, who did I have the most common conversation with? Who did I connect with more? And then I lean to that person. As opposed to being with Tom for 10 years of my life, it didn't work out. Now I'm with Afternoon Man for 10 years of my life, it didn't work out. That's 20 years of my life gone trying to learn and figure out who I was. They had that option back then. They was going on dates,
that's why I don't go out on dates.
Options.
What you do?
We're going like, if I met you, we're gonna have like 10, 15 conversations before we go anywhere.
Okay. But I could be BSing you the whole time.
That's cool, but at least my money's still in my pocket.
No, but you said, I'm talking to you a certain way, and then you like, damn, I really like her. Because it was 10 to 15 conversations. Then you finally go out, and then you be fine.
But that again, my money's in my pocket, and that's not 10 times of us going out.
Got it.
And you playing me. And at the end of the day, I respect the fact that you're like, yo, I'm a date, I'm gonna do my own thing. But there's women that are not doing that with the same intention. There's women that just want a free meal. There's just women to see what he gonna spend on me, where he taking me. It's like, I don't even know you.
Right.
We're gonna go grab this cup of coffee over here and sit down at a nice spot. Cool, that got tea.
Smoothie.
I don't drink
tea. You got Danish, and then you gonna drink some water.
She don't drink water. She like, all I drink is Dr. Pepper.
If she don't drink water, I'm heading out.
Right. So red flag.
You don't drink water, I'm heading out.
So I had another question for you in the midst of, because my brain's all
y'all be vibing. I like it.
Going back to your son's mother and her teaching you those things, with you believing in yourself and her believing in you, did her believing in you ignite that more for you?
Absolutely.
I feel like that as a man and a woman, I know what I can do. I know my dream. I know where I want to be. But then when you have somebody that you're in love with believe in you too, I feel like that just, especially for men, because men don't have that. Men don't have somebody to like, you can do this. Like you have this.
Minnie was
hello? Right. They good?
Men don't have that belief system. And honestly, the woman that you have in your life holds the most, in my opinion. So for her to be the one, because your mother could do it, your father could do it, your friends could do it, TV could do it, social media could do it. But then when that one person's like, you know what? I love this. Whatever I got to do, tell me what I got to do to help that. And it could just take off. So I
love that you mentioned that, because she actually bought my drum machine. Right? She's seen me trying to figure it out and me working with other producers and using other people's equipment, and she was the breadwinner. She had the job. She had the 9 to 5. She was making the bag. I was over here trying to figure it out. She was making a bag, and she bought that beat machine. And then when she bought that beat machine, life changed. Now it reverses. You know, yes, you're the breadwinner. You're making your consistent check every 2 weeks, and it's a bag. But now I'm getting 50 over here. I'm getting 20 over here. I'm getting. Now let's go. She's at work, youngin', 20 years old. She's at work. I'm on there Googling homes. I don't even know nothing about that. I don't even have credit. But that's what my mentality was. Like, yo, does she believe in me when I was trying to figure this out? So I'm going to give her. I seen that growing up in my household. I seen my father tell my mom, you know, you ain't got to do that no more. You ain't got to work no more. You stay home. I got you covered. Good. So I seen that growing up as a kid. So that was my mentality. Like, yo, you ain't going to want for nothing. Now, based off of what you were saying, she was the type of woman where it's like, I love all that. I'm grateful for all that. I appreciate that. But I still want my own. Because I know what you do. I believe in you. But I know you can be here. And then tomorrow you can be here. And guess what? I'm going to still be here. But I'm going to keep this over here.
Stability, safety
just to make sure, you know, we good. So I love that, you know, you brought that up. And it did. It just, imagine, like you said, the person you love that believes in you when nothing's there, when it's an idea, is a thought.
That's all it takes.
I just want to, that's why I
go ahead, right? Come on.
Because it's so many things to that. I'm so happy you had that experience. Let me give you that.
Where you going?
right. We about to go for a ride. Okay.
Right, I really am.
Yes.
So my thing is, I feel like women naturally are nurturing, right?
I agree.
Okay. So a woman will pour into a bum, right? And will say, oh, I can see once you get that haircut, you're going to look different, right? Okay, she'll pour into it, right? Nice. I feel like I get so aggravated. It's like, I feel like women will go and pour so much into someone they believe in, which is good. And men, don't get me wrong, I have 2 boys. I feel like women, men, everybody, like you said, needs someone who believes in them. And it does make you take off. I agree to that completely. But I feel like when it comes to women, it's like women are always told to pour into his dream, pour into his stuff, pour into this. And then when it take off, then it's like,
bye.
Exactly. And my thing is, what I was taught by my dad is, you don't fall in love with potential. Everyone has potential. Everybody has potential, but everyone's not going to go after it.
That's true.
Right?
That's
so
true.
when I hear like the pouring to, I love it that she seen you and she poured and she took a chance. But what did she also do? Let's highlight. Job. She kept her own job and did her own thing. She did not go, Here you go. Come on, you got it. All right, I'm gonna go home now and watch the kids and let's just like no. If you're gonna support someone, support them, but don't do it to the point that it's your own demise. That's my only thing. So when I hear support, I be like, "What you doing for yourself?" Like it just it gets shaky.
No,
you know
that
SpongeBob
She
thing.
gets triggered.
When it start getting
Minnie
blurry.
gets triggered.
Yes, like
She was over here like.
At first, I was listening to that. I'm like, "What's she about to say?" Like, don't lead them wrong.
No, never. No.
Focus
the advice
on your
you give
own
as a
stuff,
woman
too.
raising a woman, absolutely not. Keep your job, like just like she did. You support yourself because at any time something can happen. And then my whole thing is, you never want to be comfortable to where it's like, I don't know, aliens abduct him, and now you gotta fend for yourself, and then you never want to get lost in not learning and building what you want to do. Like you are in a field, you have a job, you want to learn at that job, you want to grow at that job, that job can put you other places as an individual. So that's always the advice. Never leave yourself high and dry. But I just want to highlight because again, she could have been like, you want to what? That's stupid. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah,
and do you understand how you could have plummeted this man?
Yeah.
Like just you being as a woman, we are nurturing, but we are powerful. And you can be powerful in your own life and to other people and to your partner. Like,
that's true. But I also want it to be reciprocated. Let's just also put reciprocation.
Think of this. In life, we have to take chances.
Yeah.
Most people are willing to take a chance with everything else except relationship, except love.
Right.
And that's the problem that I have with where we are today. You'll fight for
your
your job. You'll fight for the check. You'll fight for your friends. But when it comes to marriage, when it comes to your partner, something happens, something don't go right, I'm out. You ain't say that to your job. You ain't say that to your boss. You ain't say that to every other area in your life. But the first thing to go is your partner. And I'm not saying that he or she doesn't deserve that, but it's just something
it's just too easy.
We give up on love so quick. And I wish we would fight for that as much as we fought for everything else.
So being as though you get triggered, I want to ask you this question first, young lady, okay? Have you ever felt like your partner was like threatened or competing with your work in a sense?
I'm gonna be honest. I am like, this is where I think that Aquarius rising come in, because I feel like Aquarius be in their own bubble, right? And I'm a bubble. Like when I'm in something, so if I know I'm doing right and I'm like this, I wouldn't see it. Like I think somebody else around me who's close would see it. So like anytime I was in a relationship or had a friendship where somebody was like hating, I didn't pick up on it because it's not ever going to be so. Well, sometimes for some people it's direct, right? But I feel like the relationships I've been in, like we was in our own path, so it didn't kind of like cross to compete, right? So that's why I was like, I've been with busy people, but we learned like how to communicate, how to do, but our paths didn't cross. And I had one where we actually worked together, and we realized it helped our relationship, right? So that one was fine. And then I feel like the only thing with my recent relationship, I don't feel like our careers and ambitions compete. It's more so trying to put parenthood in, and like one of us got to sacrifice and sit back and the other one go, and we got to learn how to swap it out. So I'll say, but I don't feel like that's competing. That's just trying to find balance. Right. Yeah, so I don't honestly feel like I ever been with somebody who compete. The reason that I get triggered is not because of a personal experience that I've had. It's just I've seen it so much with people around me, and even men. I've seen men give up and be like, you know what? Your job or your goal is more like a definite. If you complete school, go to medical school, like it's set out, you'll become a doctor. So I'll work the odd job so you could get through school, get your PH.D, blah, 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 all that. And then once you make that money, then I could go after what I want to go after. I've seen men do it too, but I just seen people get shitted on so much when doing that. So that's why I say it has to be a balance of knowing how to support, but also knowing how to pour into yourself too, and letting the person just do their own thing.
What about you?
He better not be competing with me.
No, like
that's a BAN.
You ever felt like they were competing or they felt threatened by your role?
Yeah, I didn't know what that.
Why are you competing with a woman? I don't know. What did you just?
But it could be a good thing.
Competing or like threatened by, like you're working so much, I'm gonna try and do this so you can pay more attention to me, or like threaten that you, like let's say threaten that you are maybe making more money, or like your job in general, like a content, whatever you're doing. Have you ever felt or experienced a partner being threatened by?
No, I haven't, but I haven't experienced it, but like you were saying, other people could see it. Like I have a friend, and I just felt like her man was always trying to compete with her in different ways, and I just did not like it.
So
but you don't see it. You like blind to it when you're in it, but someone else can.
So what's an example?
Like an example, let me see. I don't know. I just felt like he.
Like one.
Huh?
No, I was saying I could think of
What's
one
an example?
So like, for example, say if this person makes more money, this person, like, so you guys go to a holiday party at a job, right? And when they get there with you, they're trying to embarrass you the whole time, some way, somehow. Like, they'll bring up something that's not even appropriate at the time, or they'll make jokes about you that could be belittling, that's personal, that takes you out of your character of, like, people see you at work.
It does happen.
Like, people see you at work as this person, but they're like, oh, who? That's Tiffany. You know, Tiffany be doing it. And it's like,
she bald-headed as fuck at
when
night.
you in a relationship, you looking at it like, shut up, stop. But everybody else like, ugh, cringe, like, what's going on? That could be a sign of they're trying to embarrass you in that workspace. Like,
I like how you said that.
Yeah.
I don't. So with meeting women or dating, or I don't like to use the word dating, but like getting to know someone. I don't like jokes, and I mean, be clear, like jokes at me, or you speaking to me a certain way, or you like using profanity or calling me a name. Like right there, I'm like, yo, I don't do that.
So they're like, all right, bro. Okay,
or like
crazy.
I don't do none of that because it's to me it establishes respect out the gate. Like yo, you can do that with whoever you want to do that with, but I don't want us playing those games because sometimes it can cross the line and you can go too far. You know what I mean? And then it can just go real left. So I just be like, nah, don't do that, or don't say that, or don't call me that. And of course, me asking you not to do that, I definitely don't do it.
So really quickly, all the levels of work and professionalism that you do, have you ever felt that a woman was intimidated by your work? Because you're in the entertainment industry.
Not intimidated, more so, what's the word I want to use?
Okay.
And I tell them straight up, listen, if you ain't strong, and it's not even having to be strong because I would never.
This shit ain't for you.
Strong.
You ain't strong.
We can't get along. No,
it's true, man. Because like if it's me and you, it's me and you.
Right.
And at the end of the day, when we step out, when we step out and show niggas like it's me and you, and you're gonna feel that way because that's how I carry myself, and I have that much respect for you, so that when we do step out, you know what's up. So you don't even have to. Your little shorty over there doing too much. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I can't control her being too much over here, but it shouldn't phase you in that moment. We can talk about it later. Like, yeah, so I noticed when we was at the event, you know, girl over there was doing, you talked to her before? No, I don't talk to her before. She knows who I am, but it's just about knowing who you are, knowing where you stand, knowing who you are to me, and being able to just be solid as a rock. Because one thing, and you women, I'm gonna ask you, one thing y'all can tell is when a woman is not on point, or when she ain't secure, and you can feel that energy. And sometimes, you know, women can attack that.
Yeah, I would say some women just go after what somebody had. Like, even that's a thing about when I say I don't share a lot about my relationship, and my mom taught me that. Like, so I remember in college, friends would be like, "Oh, I slept with him this and this big," or "Oh, we did this." You got somebody that's listening. I may be listening like. Thinking nothing of it, but the other person like, damn, I ain't get tossed around like that. So now you telling them your business and you're making them want to inquire, right? So my mom always told me, like, you don't have nothing to talk about your relationship. Good, bad, everything just, it seemed just flat. Like, oh, it's good. So somebody be like, how? We all right. Oh, it's regular. Oh, so you just look like, damn, that nigga boring. I guess so, but she would guess like, I don't want you to even get no idea about anything.
I love that.
But some people would see you happy and they just like, I know, like they don't even want him, but it's like, it's just I know I could get, like power. It's the challenge, and let me see if I can get him. Let me see if it could break. Oh, she thinks she got this. Oh, so I've known women that actually go after it, and then once they get it, just to be like, see, you thought he was different, and they don't even want him. So it's like that. One, I don't really share too much about my relationship. Two, it's some people who just want something because you do have it.
True.
For real. And but three, I would say also. Again, just like anything in life, people will use something regular and be able to flip it. And I mean it like men in this situation, women could do it too. For example, if I'm not clear, let's just say if someone says, oh, I'm a priest, come tell me all your deep, darkest secrets. We all know it's a priest, so we supposed to, you feel safe. But then guess what? Priest was raping little boys. Oh my God, right? So then some people will use that, right? The fact that some women, oh, she's chasing me, she crazy. But really, no, you're giving her a reason to. So it's like that double-sided thing where I say something that could be real, some people know how to use it to flip it to their advantage of being sneaky.
I agree.
You're in a lose-lose situation.
Okay, so with your careers, how do you maybe I feel like, well, me, I need to know these kind of things. How do you keep yourself from like not burning out? When it comes to careers, you have to go home, you have to be a parent, you have to give so many parts of yourself. As a person, what do you do or like involve yourself with as to not get burnt out?
I love that question.
Well, I do have like a thing. So it's a unplugged day, a random one day where you literally just no social media, no phone, no text, and you just, like you said, reflect, go home, we're home and you reflect and chill out. Another thing is venture day. Like you just something random. Like you don't need to take trips and be on what they say, jet twos and
holidays.
Yeah. So you can just literally find some random thing on TikTok or go to a new part of town and try a new restaurant, right? Okay. Then you have a day with your partner when you guys actually could do something you know you love. Like
you do all these things?
Well, it's not back to back.
Girl, what do you do? So what do you do
for yourself?
Like, I'm gonna be honest, but those are things for yourself. Sometimes.
No, what do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Oh, okay. Well, for myself, right? I like a 90-minute massage. Then right after that, 60-minute facial. Then after that, a little.
How often you do it? How often you do that though? Like the massage and stuff. Okay,
nice.
That's good.
Once a month.
Nice.
Once a month.
And then when do you call your hoes and tell them to give you your money?
Well,
She's
I
a
was
madam.
going to say.
I need to. You get your card.
Gift cards.
Gift cards.
Seriously, I had a 6 months worth of Massage Envy gift cards. Yeah. I would just tell people like, oh, I want a gift card, or so it's little ways. Or if you have a spouse, you'll just be like, it's so cute. And if he loves you, and he'll go, here you go.
So
if he go, shit, I ain't got it. Then you like, you don't love me. Oh my God, you making me go ask somebody else.
I ain't got it.
Right?
Amadeus,
my dad used to tell me, if you don't do it, don't ask when it get done.
It's gonna get done. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Amadeus, what you do?
So as I mentioned the roles earlier, Sundays is my day. It's football Sunday. Obviously I listen to services and make sure that I empower myself and fill myself from a spiritual aspect. Then it's football all day.
Boring. No.
See, and this is it's a disclaimer. If we start talking, it's a disclaimer. Like, yo, Sundays.
That's it.
That's my day.
I was with somebody who was like that. My person I was with for college, literally Sunday I knew, but it worked for us because Sunday was my day. I was like, I'm gonna study.
That's
so
good.
I could study or go nap all day.
There you go.
Or go hang out with my friends.
See,
and
listen,
then if you guys think with that, the boring is okay, but at least you know where he is and what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at least I know where you're at and what you're doing.
Football, and I'll just pop in like, oh, okay. And I'll study, or I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go run here. He'll be like,
We ain't listening to nothing you think.
He don't even know where you at right now. He just know the score.
No important topics.
Right.
No. We're not listening to nothing. Let me look at the camera. We're not listening to nothing you saying or saying. I'm not.
Listen to me.
So football Sundays.
Football Sundays good.
Gym. I love what you said about I'll get up and go watch a movie in the middle of a work day. It don't matter, man. I just get up and just.
People don't give journaling and listening to natural sounds, even if it's just the car ride home from work. That will help you from burnout. I like the sound of water, whether it's a river running, ocean, rain. Like I will just turn natural sounds off if I had a long day and draw to that. And when I wake up, I actually journal my first thoughts. And if it's negative, I pray. If I journal something good, then it's like I'm just in that mode and it set my day. So it's like those little things.
It matters.
Because everything ain't a spa day, right? But it's little things. Or even, believe it or not, outside taking walks. If you could get a quick 15 minutes, just even if it's around your neighborhood, just being outside really does something. true.
Ooh, ooh,
And video games. Not that.
That's what I heard when you was like natural sounds.
Video games. I throw the video games in.
Video games, okay.
Lion
Lion King is crazy
What
sound
you do?
effects. When you play
Because I
that
thought
sound
of Cole Brown.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lion King. I thought she was saying she watched Lion King for her.
No, when she made that sound, well, it was a domino effect. You said natural sound. She made a sound. I heard Lion King. Like that's how that happened. Okay, I like to take myself out. So in my adult years, I've just learned self-care and like how important it is on your mental and for you as an individual. Especially me feeling like I pour into so many people around me. You know, like it's important for me to establish my zen and like breath of fresh air. So I take myself out. Like I take myself. I love going on restaurant dates. I'm a big foodie. So not really the best, but when I take myself out, I'll do content. And if I feel like content is like my passion and I have enough content done, like I'll do a review, I'll do a sound, I'll do a whole bunch of stuff, then the rest of the day I'm not focused on doing content. I can like be present for my daughter, I can be present for my mom, I can just like not be sitting there talking to my daughter thinking, okay, what am I gonna post, what I gotta edit, you know, and it helps me be in the moment and helps me make the day longer. So just going out and doing something by myself really helps me be more present and for people around me. Yeah, like I got what I want. Getting what I want to do out the way first is very self-care for me. Like alone and then being with other people. Yes,
thinking about it.
Yes, true.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
People do have to take care of themselves, but what do you do?
Nothing. Sleep. I like my day.
Watch TV.
She smokes, guys.
I don't. I hate
cocaine.
Stop. So music is it for me.
Music
I
makes
sing
me
to
lose
myself.
control.
I literally thought
I
that
dance in the kitchen, like literally.
What was it?
Music makes me lose control.
It was it.
Okay.
But music and dancing, that's my way to wind down.
Do you sing?
I do.
Let me tell you.
I was about to ask you, was she an artist? Are you an artist?
We went away and she was literally singing in the middle of the street, hoping that a producer or somebody. But that was like our joke the whole trip. And I'm like, but you can really sing. This is the crazy part. Like, you're so funny. This is serious.
Okay, so excuse me. So you talked about the producer.
Yes.
I think my name is Amadeus. I think I've worked with Chris Brown. I think I worked with Trey Songz. I think I worked with 50 Cent, J-Lo, Fab, Keshia Cole, Busta Rhymes. We can go on and on and on. But I haven't heard this beautiful voice as of yet. So.
And he's not.
So wait a minute. So you're not gonna seize this moment?
I'm not.
How do you not seize this moment?
Because
What if this
I'm
is the moment?
Scared.
Faith over fear. What do you say?
But is singing your passion?
Well, I mean,
Acting is my passion. Jump in, Minnie.
See, I need you to have this energy right here. What are you afraid of?
Acting is my passion.
Acting is your passion.
But singing was my passion when I was younger. See, I think I can sing, but then when I sing in front of people, I'm like, I did not sound like this in the shower. So
in the shower is crazy. I think you can be good at something and that not be your passion.
Definitely.
Just because you're good at it doesn't mean,
Yeah.
So would you want to, have a song? Do you have any songs released?
No.
Is that something that you want to do?
Just to cross off your bucket.
I mean, I could do like a little ad-lib. I could do a little background, singing in the background. That's what I do, you know what I'm saying? But a whole song, I don't know.
So what about like a
stop?
You're
making me nervous.
2 or 3. Just breathe.
Shake
Listen, you're amongst your sisters.
Cocaine.
I'm the guest. I'm the visitor. I'm new in the house. This is your home, man. Like, let me tell you something. God has blessed you with a ton of gifts, right?
Amen.
And all of us, all of you, right? Why do you allow fear to overtake you? Because that's what it does, right? Where it'll stop you from doing something great, something exceptional, something life-changing. Because you get in your head, you think about different things. You know what you do? I'm not speaking for you, but like we think of what others are gonna do or say or how people are gonna respond. Right. Like, this is your gift.
But sometimes it's not always that. Sometimes it could also be some people afraid of their own potential, how far it will go, or failing. Like, damn, if I start, they already thinking about failing. Not the other people outside. It could be inside. But it's off topic. I'm so sorry. We're going to get back to this because this was so deep. What song with Chris Brown did you do?
We can talk about Trey. Like,
it's a long list. So I produced 9 songs on Heartbreak on the Full Moon album.
That was long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
right.
Yeah, we've done a lot of records. I'm trying to think of the titles. You know, my favorite song that I think one of my favorite songs that we've made is shout out to Davies, Perfect. Davies featuring Chris Brown, Perfect is one of my favorite songs.
I gotta listen to that. Okay.
Yeah.
What about with Keshia?
Keshia, don't be mad. You know I love you. I wasn't expecting to, give the titles of the songs that I've created, so I'm not prepared at this very moment. I do have a playlist.
Okay.
I saved that.
Okay.
I have a playlist on Apple Music.
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
It's produced by. I make sure that you ladies have it.
Okay.
It's a produced by playlist that Apple put together. I also have one on Tidal. And it's basically like the songs that I produce in one joint. So when you go into the gym or you're going for that walk or you're doing your, you can put that on and you can listen to the king. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of not having to be good or being good at something that's not technically your passion, was this like always your passion?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So do you hear sounds in your head?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
People get.
I sounds
I just always wanted to know how beats
for me.
Out. Like I just wanted to know, like you like, you hear, you know how movies like the rain go trigger trigger, and then something like boom boom. Like, that's how they do it in movies, and I'm like, oh, so this is how it works.
a lot of producers, a lot of my colleagues catch their vibe that way. For me, it was always been the opposite. Like where I'll go into the studio, turn on all my equipment, don't have no ideas, nothing in my mind, nothing in my head. Start messing with sounds, find a sample, find a record that I like, find a loop, find a chord, and then it all begins at that moment. So I've never been the one walking around with ideas in my head, and it just happens in the moment when I turn on, my equipment, and I just kind of let it flow.
That's true. Yeah. That's interesting because I feel like that's what happens with ideas. I feel like I don't have like it's like for content or even if it's a song. So I could do like a mean ad lib or if someone has an idea about something, I'm like, oh, maybe you should do this.
Yeah.
I sprinkle.
Yeah.
I'm a little pizzazz.
So where do you get your motivation from then? Like where do you get your ideas from? Real life? Movies? Some people like
everything. Because I got ADD.
Yeah.
So I'll look at, I don't know, from everywhere. Okay. It can be any and
so to take it back to, really quickly before we wrap, to take it back to not letting outside people, projections and thoughts and fears and views of you stop you from doing what you truly want to do. Anybody who's like out there watching, listening, what is one thing you can tell them to like kind of evade that from happening? I feel like we all have that thought process, but then like it's like red pill or blue pill. Are you gonna give into it, or are you gonna go a different way?
I think it has to do with like my story and who I am and where I come from. I grew up in the Bronx, grew up in the projects, grew up in the hood. The bottom.
BX.
Big Bronx energy. Big Bronx.
I'm from Harlem. Not over here talking about that's what you say.
Big Bronx energy.
Bronx, we are Harlem.
So for me, it was like my only outlet. Music was something that my parents allowed me to do. I couldn't go outside. I couldn't go play. It was too much going on in the negative space. So music was my outlet. And that's why it became my love and my passion. And then for me, it was like life or death. Because it was like, to me, this is the only thing that I can do, that I can think of, that I love and that I'm passionate about that can save me from my environment, that can give me something to live for, something to work hard for, to be successful, right? So that was my way of thinking. So when you talk about like people not believing in my ideas and me, wanting to be the biggest hip hop producer and musician in the world, like I got laughed at all my life, man, about that, about my dreams, about my ideas. But being that I grew up where I grew up, and that was the environment, and I had no choice but to decide of whether it was going to be that of which I saw or these dreams that are deep down inside. So that's why, when I hear of, someone of you that have a dream or a passion that want to sing or do this, and I'm like, nah, man, you gotta do that. Like you gotta right. Because you gotta think the stuff that I've dreamt of is so far fetched. That's why I couldn't even be mad at everybody that's like, you're not gonna pull that off. And in my mind,
didn't Kanye say that if your dreams don't scare you or seem impossible, they're not big enough?
Yeah, that'd be the where you are and the where you want to be. They're like the how am I gonna get there? Like that doesn't matter.
But they say the hardest part is when you're in the middle. Yeah. When you halfway there and you literally it's like you can't go back, and then when you still got so much ahead, you're like, God damn. So it's like, right?
But that's why you gotta stay. That's why you gotta stay present. Like you said earlier, you gotta stay present. You gotta stay in the moment. Like if you can't think all the way down there, you ain't get down there yet. Who said you're gonna make it down there? But right here is where you are.
Get rich or die trying.
Like, you know,
that's
so
50 Cent would say.
With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Milfshake. We thank you so much for, you know, coming up here and this amazing conversation. Make sure you like, comment, okay? Tell us all your great wisdom. And until next time, bye.
Thank you. Sign off.
She did it.